Good day, my people. This is Expose, and on Expose on this channel, we are just exposing charlatans. We are talking about religious matters, spiritual matters, whatever that has to do with the Word of God. On this Expose today, we're going to be talking about Joshua Maponga. But before anything, please subscribe, share the video, like the video, comment on what you think about this video. What you waiting for? Subscribe. Joshua Maponga, if you don't know him, is a Zimbabwean national that is based in South Africa. Joshua Maponga is a bishop. He is a former bishop actually. He was the bishop in the SDA, which stands for Seventh-day Adventist. You can Google that organization or the church. They believe in the law of Moses. Though he was the bishop, but now has turned into being a philosophy in the spiritual or African spiritual matters. He goes with traditional healers. He goes with all the pan-Africanist. He's one of a kind, and is bashing Christians left, right, and center. Is bashing everyone who is called Christians. You think he's smart, you think he is brilliant, you think he is relevant, according to him, because he's been blessing Christians and people have been quiet. But watch this video. On this video, he was put in his place. I don't want to say more, but watch this video, and when we come back, we're going to analyze it.
Not necessarily, I would rather deal with an African person who is cultured than deal with a Christian who is arrogant and rude, who does not even know how to look after themselves and speak to others, who will take their Christianity as a way of whipping others and running around amok, who does not know where their mother is and where their uncles are. In the name that I'm in love with Jesus, who will kneel to a pastor and will never kneel in front of their own husband.
I don't.
Hold on, lady.
Yes.
Don't represent everybody.
Yes.
Just stay in your lane.
Okay.
Yeah, what you don't do, others do.
Okay.
All right. Others will take all their money.
But
and
you're
give
not
to
representing both.
Others will take all their money and give to a pastor.
But you're not representing both. There are some who don't, Mufundis. You can't just say, I'm speaking. I have to speak because the picture you're painting on a national platform is that Christians are one particular type. There are many denominations who do all sorts of things. So if you speak something and I'm saying what you're saying as a Christian sitting next to you, I don't identify with. I can't keep quiet and say to me, it's not fair for you to say, I don't speak for all. I speak for the ones that I do speak for, just like you just spoke about those who kneel. There's some who don't kneel. There's some who don't buy water. There's some who don't eat grass. There's some who don't put their bishops at the top as if they are God. There are those who seek God truthfully and with their whole hearts. You can't put us all in one bracket. And I can't sit here as a Christian who knows that I don't bow to any human being.
That's why
I sit and be quiet because you're older or you're speaking from a specific point. It's not fair, Daddy.
That's why
I say that with all due respect, because you're older than me, because you're learned, because I respect the man and who you are and the office that you hold. But I cannot sit here as young as I am in my faith and allow that to continue as though it's a representation of everyone. There are Christians who are lost, who are manipulated, who've been misled. There are people who believe in ancestors who are robbed, who've been misled.
You see that? I just like how she attacked him and closed his mouth instantly. This is a man that has been advocating for African spirituality and seeing Christians as stupid. Just because there are Christians who are bowing on papas and false prophets, he thinks everyone who is calling himself or herself a Christian is doing that. But there are us who read the Bibles, who knows what is the sound doctrine, who knows what should we be doing in church. Not just by bowing on our pastors, on our apostles, or whoever is leading us and seeing them as demigods. We are not like that. You should understand that there are so many categories of Christians, and the so-called Christians who are gullibles, who are following false prophets. He must not put us on one category. He is so ignorant and confused. He's out of line. He's all his arguments are out of line. But I understand that people who are like Joshua Maponga, they have some demon connotations with. They are influenced by the evil spirits to condemn everything that has to do with Christ. I can say he's antichrist because he started fighting Christ. He started fighting that Jesus is not white, Jesus is not this and this and that. Who said Jesus is white? We didn't say Jesus is white. And Christ is the spirit. We don't know what color he is, but he's the spirit. And he is visible to us by the spirit. So that is one of the arguments that Joshua Maponga has been making. And he's been arguing about Christians that they don't have common sense. They are so stupid. They are like dead people who are following their leaders, prophets, and taking them as some and putting them on pedestal while they don't respect their parents. They don't. Some of those things might happen, but not all of us are like that. He must understand one thing about us: we are not like any other. And the genuine gospel says a person is made right with God through Jesus Christ, or faith in Jesus Christ, not faith in a man. And he must come to understand that there is no longer a person, or we are no longer coming to a person to know Jesus. We know Jesus Christ and we have a relationship with him, or we have a relationship with God through Jesus Christ, not by Papa, not by a prophet. There's no middleman, or there's no mediator between us and God, which is a man. It's only Jesus. So a man that is placed in front of us, or a leader that is placed in front of us by God, is there to lead us and teach us about Jesus. We don't see them as some certain type of demigod, some certain type of people we can worship or bow to them. We don't bow in any human being. So Joshua Maponga is out of line, he's out of touch. He doesn't know what to do. He must stick to his Pan-Africanism, advocating for Pan-Africanism. Otherwise, when it comes to Christianity, he's blank, he's out. He doesn't know anything. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, and comment on the comment section and say what you think about it. So I like how he was placed he was put in his place. How his mouth was shut. He was standing like I've been so annoyed by this guy. Really, I've been so annoyed the way he goes on. Since last year, since 2020, he was bashing Christians. But I like how the women came to him in a way that made him to be mom. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time on Exposer. Thank you. Subscribe.